Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Sporting160EN podcast, number 165, where we get dropped out of Europe, or of Champions League, I should say. But let's start with the panel, starting off with my man, Steph. Steph, how's it going, bro?
It's going okay. I mean, I thought Sporting was eliminated by the all the international competition because I was so pissed. I turned off everything, and then this morning I go to Twitter and then Sporting the league give up. I'm like, what? I look at the standings and Tottenham they managed to score last goal at the last second. So thank you, Tottenham.
Yeah,
That's why
for real.
I'm kind of happy that we made it to League Europa at least.
I'm with you, actually. Liga Europa, I think, is better than Champions League anyways. Also joined by Chris. Chris, how's it going, bro?
Yeah, that is a incredible story. Steph rage quits, turns everything off, and does not find out for like 10 hours that we somehow stayed alive. As we were talking about, dude, an inexplicable play and communication by Marseille. I've got the official jersey of the banter era on. So, I mean, we're in sixth now. We finished seventh that season. So we're in the thick of the banter era. I mean, that's absolute banter that we even went through.
Yeah.
For playing with house money, I guess, in Europa League. So, yeah, let's see what we can do against Ludogorets.
Hopefully. Also joined by, or sorry, not joined, but give Sam a follow, give me a follow there. Don't forget, follow us over there at Sporting160_EN, Sporting160 everywhere else. All right, boys, let's just jump right into it. The game in question, the 2-1 loss to Frankfurt yesterday at home, where we excluded their home any Frankfurt fan from coming through, or anybody not even saucy. We even screwed ourselves over really in certain ways. Here was our 11.
We got 41K, which is actually above the projection. So nice.
Oh, not bad. There were still like 16,000 empty seats or something along those lines, though, right?
That's what they were saying. They're projecting, and I think they were projecting like 36K, but they ended up being like 41. So still not sold out, obviously.
Yeah. Not bad. Better than what it's usual, at least. Anyways, we had a Dan in net, Inácio Coates and St. Just in the back line with Nuno Santos and Porro at the wing-back positions, Ugarte and Pot in the middle with Artur, Paulinho, and Marcus Edwards up top. Steph, I'll start off with you, dude. What were your thoughts on this game?
Well, I did actually watch the game. I didn't think we played that bad. We controlled the ball, but we had a few chances to actually kill the game. We up 1-0, goal by Artur, but we haven't found the talent to do so, to kill the game. And then we always leave ourselves exposed, counterattack, or the other teams to we gain more confidence, and that's what happened with the Frankfurt. And it's very typical with Portuguese teams. We up 1-0, we drop the lines, and we content with the 1-0. But we missing too much Sarabia. We missing too much Matheus Nunes. We missing too much Palhinha, and I'm not putting down Ugarte, but we're burning him out. So Ugarte is forced to play almost every game because he doesn't have a good substitute. Egusu is good, but he's still very green. He's not mature enough yet for these competition games. And what I saw in this game was we couldn't finish the game, get the 2-0, because we don't have quality players to do so. The goals from Edwards, once in a blue moon, they're great goals, but it's not good enough. He has to be more consistent. Not only him, but Paulinho, Pedro Porto Gonçalves. He's not playing well either. He's missing too many goals, and then when that happens, that we don't give leverage and confidence to our midfield and defenders, our team tends to shake, and that's what's going on with Sporting. Since we're not scoring goals, the remaining of the team, They're not playing so bad like people are saying on Twitter, and maybe I'm guilty of that too because I tend to rewatch the games later, and then with more like peace and knowing the result, even if it's negative, I like to rewatch it, and then I come to realize that the team actually didn't play so bad. They had a lot of chances to score goals, but they're not putting in back of the net. And that's the only thing I can say is we're missing too much. Sarabia, Paulinho is not. He hasn't been there at all. Um, Pedro Porto is just a mirage of what he used to be. And if we don't score goals, the remaining of the team will go down in shambles. Coates why is he injured? Because we're burning him out too. He's playing almost every single game. Luis Neto, believe it or not, we miss him. He's been injured for a long time. We've been really unlucky with injuries. But then the question comes up: why are we getting so many injured players? Was the preseason not planned properly? And there might be the answer. Now it's Nunes, our most productive player.
He's done, bro. He's done for like 6 weeks, probably.
Yeah, and
sprained ankle is not good. 4 to 6, I would say.
But we are really
he's
screwed.
going to the World Cup. I mean, he wasn't going anyway, but he's definitely not going.
Yeah, we in really, really bad shape. The acquisition we got, St. Just, we knew you would be a problem with injuries, and we still paid $9 million. That was a really bad investment, extremely bad. I said bad, but I meant to say extremely bad. What kind of player is that? He's made of glass, I think. I don't know. You guys tell me.
He has yet to finish a 90 minutes, correct?
Yeah, because he's always limited to 45 minutes. It's a new football for you guys. I never seen so many. I don't want to curse, but so many Cinderellas. Like, they feel a little pain. That's it. They don't want to play no more. They sit down on the pitch.
You can tell that you can tell that the difference between the Champions League refereeing and the Portuguese League refereeing. And at a certain point, it's like I don't get why you keep trying to. You might as well just keep battling. It's like hasn't called it all game. He's not going to call it. Like there's no reason to just be going down.
And I got to give it to Sporting to wrap it up. The referee was completely wrong, 100%. With that PK against Sporting, that's not a PK.
I agree.
Even in a shitty league like China or Saudi Arabia, that's not a PK. So why do we have the VAR? I don't get it.
I think it's tough. I think it's tough for him to change that after he's already called it.
Not tough anymore. You have the VAR. He could have said, "Let me go to the camera and look at it myself." That's not a PK. The Frankfurt play actually fouls Coates, and Coates, when he flops like this, he's not even looking at the ball. The ball goes through his hand.
Yeah, I agree. He flops. He definitely flops, but he's doing that.
I just don't know if it's a foul.
To purposely get the foul. I think it is. I think it is because he's jumping and he's on him. That's why I think it's already a foul. So, okay, the flop is excessive. I'm not denying that. But come on, man. It's a foul. He's there on his back.
It's a foul all day long. And
I get why he doesn't call it, but
he really doesn't go into his back. He doesn't really go into his back that hard. And
there was an angle that showed it perfectly.
He's going forward, and Coates is going the other way, not even looking at it.
I mean, there really can't be any headers then. You can't win a header then, really. If that's anywhere else, it's just a normal header. If it doesn't hit Coates' arm, if it doesn't hit Coates' arm, I don't think anyone's actually called it. If it just he heads it and it bounces away and Sporting clears it, I don't even think they're all like, hey, because there's nothing in that whatsoever. And it's unlucky that he's thrown his arms up and it hit his arm, but it's tough for me to say that I don't really think that it's obviously not intentional, but his arm is in such a ridiculous position that how is it not a handball? If you don't think it's a foul.
To me, it's a foul all day long because you could see he bumps his shoulder against his back. It's a foul. I mean, okay. So let's put it this way.
This is the only image I'll show because I don't want to play the video. This is the only reason why I think it's a foul. Is the ball is in the air before it really gets to either one of them, and you see Kamada, I think it was, jumping already, and he's already hitting Coates' back. That's the only reason why I think it's a foul, and that's why he does make a fucking Oscar performance, flaying out his arms like that. But
okay, so
that's why I think it's a foul.
Let's say you guys are the referees. Wouldn't you at least go check the camera?
Of course, I mean,
I just don't think he's gonna check the camera, and the evidence is not going to be obvious to overturn it because he's already called it on the field.
Yeah. The other thing I've noticed, anytime they check the camera, they overturn the decision. So maybe he wasn't willing to overturn it. You know,
case galore being overturned.
All right. Here's the other thing: we still lose this game 2-1 if we don't concede a penalty. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I don't know if we do. I mean, the second goal of Frankfurt. I don't know what's going on.
You're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. Get it up.
What's going on with Nas? But now
I just like.
He's got to say now. Why would you call Linassi to the national team when he's not even good enough to stop that second goal? Are you kidding?
That ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. Inacio needs a performance and a half. If he wants to be sold for 45 million or to the Premier League, he needs a turnaround.
Did you boys
this
see
season,
the
he's
new
been a shell of himself.
The transfer market valuation chart updates?
No,
like Enzo got like plus 15 million. Basically, every Sporting player stayed the same. Edwards got plus 5, but Inacio stayed at 23 unchanged. I was like, I'm shocked his didn't go down.
I'm shocked
like
it didn't go down. Yeah.
Or like 7. You know.
Yeah.
He's been not in not good form, man.
Nah, he's been in not in good form.
And let's be honest, Coates, aside from penalty incident aside, this is not that's not a great performance either.
No.
I just constantly feels like he's trying to jump it. He's like trying to jump challenges and like never timing it right, like ever.
Listen,
and I mean, obviously, at the end when we're pushing forward, it's just shithousery. He's not the goal scorer that he once was. His knees all fucked up. I think the Coates is maybe. I feel bad.
He's older though. He's older. I feel bad for him too because he's older. I think the main problem is, nonetheless, say what you want about him, our best defender, I should say, can't complete 90 minutes because when he's on the pitch and he's playing to his like best potential,
he's good, man.
This first half, we played amazing. And then the second half where he starts to disappear, that's when Sporting fucks it off. And I think that's the big issue is our best defender. Okay, Coates, he's 31, 32, 33 maybe.
Yeah, he's not even like so
getting up there in age. He's having knee issues. Fair enough. I understand his him regressing over the years, right? This isn't the Coates this isn't the Coates of 2 years ago, let's say that. Inacio the kid is 21. The kid has no excuse. He should be getting better and better as time progresses. He's getting
which he was for a while.
Which he was. This season, it's been getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Our best defender is Saint Just, who can't complete 90 minutes. And maybe you could say second best is Matheus Reis, who I'm still not sure he's a center back.
Our best center back, not defender.
Even fullbacks. Is Porto our best defender? Porto can't defend for shit. He's an amazing attacker. He can't really defend for shit. Nuno Santos is the same, and I love Nuno Santos.
He's inconsistent. Sometimes Porto actually is pretty good defensively. He's just it's inconsistent.
But you can't say he's the best defender out of like the center backs. At least
he's not. He's not.
He's better than this guy.
He'll have to get better.
I'm better than each guy.
He's supposed to be Real Madrid's right back week in, week out. He will need to get better there, but I think he can, to be honest.
Who we're missing tremendously? Luis Net, believe it or not.
Yeah, agreed.
Was nice and simple as center back, and he brought a lot of maturity and consistency.
Agreed.
And since he's been injured, our defense has been in shambles.
That's another thing. Sorry, go ahead, Seth.
I like Chikulamba, but he got hurt in the first game too. I don't know what's going on at the academy. What's supposed to be one of the best clinics.
We have a doctor as a president.
We actually have one. We do have a great clinic.
They should go train in Russia, like in those mountains full of snow and shit, because they like little donzellas. They get hurt every single game.
Agreed.
I don't know what's going on.
Nuno Santos unlucky on his injury.
Yeah.
Paulinho's always hurt. He plays one game.
Yeah.
Paulinho's a mental injury, I think.
Paulinho's constantly hurt this year, and also constantly
Morita,
inconsistent.
I don't know what happened with Morita. That's another thing I think we don't talk about enough as Sporting fans, where things go wrong this season has been. And not to give these guys an out because they don't deserve it the way they're playing.
The squad had
but it's been
negative depth
injuries
to begin with. It had no depth to begin with, and then
on top of that, we're already getting injured. On top of that, we have Bragança was out from day one. Now Neto, Nuno Santos is out, Morita is out, and he doesn't want to play Sotiris. Apparently, he doesn't like Sotiris. He prefers Isugu, which I love the kid.
Sotiris is in the doghouse, it seems.
I don't know why. Every time he's come on, maybe minus Verzin, I haven't been that upset with him. I thought he's done a decent job.
He has never recovered from the Verzin game. He's yet to recover from the Verzin game.
He hasn't been given a chance since the Verzin game. They
played Isugu into this Champions League game than Sotiris, which is wild.
And no offense to Isugu, Isugu's not a 6.
It's like Vinagre. He's like Vinagre. He got affected mentally and he never came back.
And I'll defend Amorim to the death, but that's one of the things that I don't understand about Amorim is now it's like time and time again, one player maybe that's not in his preferred player list, they fuck up or they have a bad game and they're done. Vinagre, now Sotiris, fucking Isgayu. How many mistakes does Isgayu need to have before he's dropped like that? He won't. How many mistakes does Paulinho need to have before he's dropped like that? He won't be. And it's not because they come from Braga. It's just it is what it is. He's on their preferred player list. I don't get it.
To be fair, Trincon's been not starting now. Trincon was shit again, so it's like, but it's also.
But he still came on. He came on way too early for Marcus and Edwards. Yeah. I mean, okay, he didn't have the greatest games. I get it, but Trincon came on and did fuck all.
Nothing.
Zero hustle. I'll defend the kid. I'll defend the kid to the death as well. That's another one I've been defending.
Got no fucking shot outside the box. He does nothing. It's like, I don't even know why we got him.
I mean, 50% is looking like a bad deal. I mean, it was considered a bargain at the time, but it's like this kid's not worth 20 million to be honest.
No, is this another Camacho? No, we're just getting players off potential.
Even more expensive Camacho.
Even more expensive, exactly.
Another João Felix.
No,
he's more serviceable than Camacho.
He's gonna go on loan to Benfica and win another title, bro.
Hey, listen, what Benfica is doing is destroying every opponent, and what I'm afraid of is when we play against them.
They even have João Mari scoring goals.
But anyways. Super Taça 1920, baby.
Yeah, we're in bad shape. We're really bad shape, and I don't know what to say.
Chris, anything else to add on this game, dude? Honestly, I thought the first half was actually quite respectable.
Yeah.
It is Paul. Honestly, not to shit on the overall performance, to be honest, because it's not even that bad. It's fine. It's okay, right? It's like in the middle. It's not. I guess it's not. He hasn't played there all the time. Sometimes, but dude, in front of goal, man, the man really is just a shadow of what he once was.
I agree.
It really is remarkable his like decline in that area. Yeah, I mean he's another one. He was valued at 30 million on the transfer market list. Yeah, 50%. Like I don't see that.
The thing is, even with Porto, like we keep fucking around with his position where now he's a midfielder. Before he was a right winger, then he's in the center. Where I even feel bad for him in a sense because it's like we're constantly playing him out of like in different positions, you know? We're trying to just plug him in anywhere.
The thing is, and I'm going to say this again, Sarabia was,
of course, I agree,
a key player in the whole puzzle of
sport. I agree.
And since he left, we don't have anyone.
Honestly, he would help. He would score. He would help our XG a lot because he'd score an individual banger from time to time. But like, it's not enough to save this team this year, to be honest.
Oh, Sarabia?
It would be enough to get us into third.
And not only is the team is not even on paper so much of a downgrade as it was last year. It's a little bit of a downgrade, definitely, but not a complete downgrade. But it's just like injuries and just like the players that were good are not as good as they were. Inconsistency, decline. Like every player is worse than they were last season.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's a real bad downgrade, personally.
Yes, you as a coaching staff, you have to take
Edwards might be the only one overall that's better from this year to last year.
But you have to take
all
that into account. You can't keep players like we've been saying that they're getting older, going down the hill. Sometimes you have to cut them loose and say, that's it. You can go back to Uruguay and play for Ginástica and say, que las equipas. You know, and then look at what's his name? He went to Uruguay.
Suarez.
Yeah, and he scored 2 goals. He was champion for his local team. Sometimes that's just the way it is. It's like
that's gonna be Coates, bro. Yeah, it should be Coates. I don't know if we should be signing like 3-year extensions on this guy, bro.
No, I don't think so at all.
But it's like also like, are we really ever gonna have a window where we sign like 4 sets? We need to have the window of a championship club where we just in 10 out, 13 in, bro. And it's just like it will never
Nottingham
happen,
Forest.
Dude.
No,
bro,
it will
will never happen.
But
dude.
Here's my thing. I don't think it's a slight downgrade. I think it's a massive downgrade. Like, look at our wingers from last year. Sarabia, Pot. We had Paulinho up top. Who else do we have at winger? We got Marcus Edwards in January. I'm forgetting somebody. Tabata.
Yeah, we had. I mean, I know he's not a winger, but we lost Paulinho, which that was big because
I'll get there. But what I'm saying is just up top. Artur is a massive downgrade. I don't care about his goal. His goal was luck because the keeper still got a hand to it. It just rolled in. Artur, I personally, in this game, I would have taken out Artur and not Edwards. I think he maybe kept on Artur because simply he scored the goal. Artur has been
a miracle goal,
less
to be
than
honest.
abysmal.
I don't know if he deserved one.
But lucky, I think.
Yeah.
I think lucky. Yeah. I think by the time they had 2-1, I think that the commentator on DAZN said we had like 2 or 3 shots on net. 0 corners up until like the 75th, 78th minute. That's a disgrace. We're playing at fucking home. And we battered these guys 3-0 in their end. But anyway, massive downgrade. Trincão on Sarabia, massive downgrade. We only have Paulinho. Huh?
How many corners did we have?
How many what?
Corners.
1 or 2.
No.
At the end, we got like 2 or 3, maybe. At the end, we probably got 2 or 3.
I think we got like 8 or 9, and my point is
I don't think so.
Never score in a goddamn corner. Never.
We'll concede off a corner.
That too.
I know, easily 2 or 3 times.
I mean, I guess we'll talk about Roca, but
3 corners
almost scored against the Roca, but we don't look threatening until Coates is up.
3
corners. There you go. And 2 of them came in like the 90th minute. I'll tell you that much. So, and then, like you were saying, Steph, our midfield compared to last year, and we've been saying this since August, is it's night and day. We had Palhinha, Ugarte, and Ugarte was coming in nice, and I still like Ugarte. I think Ugarte is easily the best midfielder, but he's a 6.
I mean, where would we be without him?
Exactly? Where would we be without? But Palhinha, Ugarte, Mateus Nunes, and Bragança. Okay, Bragança got injured. Murita is a massive downgrade from Mateus Nunes. I don't care how much people like him. I like him too, to a certain degree. Massive downgrade from Mateus Nunes. Sotiris is a massive downgrade from Palhinha. I think it's like even a disgrace.
He doesn't even exist.
Even compare the two, and he doesn't even exist. And then now we look at the kids. Mateus Fernandes isn't bad, but let's be real. He's not like a Nuno Mendes level quality. He's not a real option. Asugu I think is. And I think the kid will blossom into a player eventually. He's only 16, I think, right?
He is still 17. Young. He does have a great physical profile, but it's like, he's just...
For a 17, 18-year-old, he has an amazing physical profile. But he was lost in this game. He should never be on the field in this game. Never be on the field. You give Sotiris a chance in this game as a 6. I think Ugarte came off, I think, because of an injury as well. So let's see on that.
Yeah.
Vamos ver. Another injury.
It was
and we're burning him out. And then our defense, we're fucked. Neto gets off, we're fucked. Coates regressing. I love Coates, but regressing. Still good. He's still one of our better center backs, but that's an issue if he's one of our better center backs. St. Just, like we said, he can't complete 90 minutes. Inacio, I am lost with Inacio. I have no idea what's happening.
He's been fucking flopping big time.
And then we look at the left. Nuno Santos has been our best player.
This is like actually one of Inacio's like of like his recent performances, this
Been
seems
his
like
best.
it's like one of his best, but it's still
Yeah.
that's not where he
It's
needs
still
to be
it's
and where
still
he
it
was.
still fucked us on the second goal.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the thing. It still fucked us on the
how
second
can
goal.
you not block the goddamn play? You let him just beat you physically.
Yeah.
I was watching the play and I was like, what is he not doing? I mean, having a conversation, trying to seduce him. Then he ball into goal. I'm like, unbelievable.
My biggest thing with this game is that the first half we played like a team that was hungry to win, and we were up, we were in first place as deserved, and then that second half was a
He
collapse.
immediately parked the bus
A
in a very
collapse.
unconvincing way.
Again,
And I blame everybody. I'll defend
you
the
need to
Mourinho,
build
but
the game.
this
And that's the problem. The second goal never came along, and then the Germans, after halftime, they spoke about it. They were confident, came all guns blazing,
yeah.
and then they were given a PK. To me, that's not a fucking PK.
Agreed. And then we lost our heads, but that's the thing that I was going to get to. The mentality on this team is so weak. We lose our heads off a penalty. That second goal should never happen. That player should never be that open when we're 1-1 and all we need is a draw. That should never happen, in my opinion.
I don't want to talk about this game anymore. It's giving me a headache.
Thank you or not, Marseille. The Marseille manager nearly ran on the pitch to just like he honestly should have ran on the pitch and and tried to tackle the player because maybe he gets sent off and the play gets stopped, but maybe it stops the counter if he runs on the field. He's 4 steps on the field. He might as well just have kept going in an attempt to try to stop the game. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I mean, the miracle Europa League berth.
I mean, they canceled the goal against us in England, and then they score last goal, and Marseille gets screwed, and we
which honestly I think it was the right call, to be honest. The Harry Kane offside decision.
We'll let's get to that next. But how do you guys feel about Europa League? Chris, I'll start with you.
I think that we're probably just going to lose the round of 32. But, I mean, we're playing with house money, it feels like. So, we'll see. We'll see if we can win. For the coefficient, 1 round. Come on. For the coefficient, lad.
How about you, Steph?
I feel the same way. It's really simple. Sporting needs to be, before the second half, winning 2-0, or we'll never move on from the round of 32.
Especially if we're drawn against a half decent side, it's over. It needs to. Maybe we can beat like the Serbian second place team, but yeah.
But that's when we lose even more. You know why? Because these small teams.
If we draw like a Spanish team, like we get Real Sociedad or something like that, we're not gonna win.
They will win in counterattack, and then that's it. They'll win.
I still don't know if we're going into the playoff or not, but let's just assume we are. Here's currently the second. We are okay. So if we are, here's the currently second place teams. Again, everything can change tomorrow. Everything's still up in the open, but let's be real. PSV Eindhoven in Group A. PSV's fucked. We can either get Group B, they're tied on points. Stade Rennes is currently in second, but we can also get JJ's Fenerbahce, who is shit, but is also decent. Group C, we can get Roma.
High scoring in the league.
Exactly. And they came back 3-0 against Stade Rennes, by the way. And Stade Rennes aren't a bunch of fucking bums either. This is after the World Cup. This is in February. We could get some players, who knows? But like Chris was saying, I doubt it.
Dude,
I doubt it's like Nottingham Forest in January. Group C, we can either get Roma or Ludogorets. Let's just assume Roma. Group D, maybe Union Berlin. Maybe we get saved and Braga get in second. Group E, we can get Manchester United. If we don't get Man U and they beat Sociedad tomorrow, we can get Sociedad. Group F, everything in the open. We can get Lazio. We can get Sturm Graz from Austria. We can get Feyenoord. We can get Midtjylland. Group G, we can get Karabag. Maybe we can get Nantes. Group H, we can get Monaco. We can get Strasbourg. All I'm saying, I'm with you, Chris. We're playing on house money. We might get bounced if we get one of these harder teams. We get a Man U, we get a Monaco. We're getting bounced out of the Europa League playing like this. It's
all I'm saying is we lost at home against Chaves, which is a team that
we lost to Aruca. We lost to Boavista.
We lost against Aruca. I mean, are you seriously think we're going to
Guimarães away, boys? This weekend, Guimarães away. Don't be sleeping on Guimarães.
Give
They
me that.
Another
passed
game.
us this weekend in the table.
What we placed in sixth
And they passed us, exactly.
in the Portuguese league, isn't it? Sixth place.
We're
sixth
we're
place.
sixth and they're fifth.
Yeah.
Behind Casapia and behind fucking Guimarães.
Casapia, pew pew. Casapia.
We could have been tied on points with Porto.
No.
They gained a point on us. This
We would have been 1 point away from Porto.
Sorry, 1 point. You're right. No,
Yeah.
we would have tied.
No.
They gained a point on us. No.
Now 4 points away from Porto.
Now we're 4 points exactly. We would have gained 3.
So
you're right. Yes, we would have been 1. Yeah.
I'm not good in math. But I'm okay.
Oh, me, buddy. I work at a bank and my math is shit.
Yeah,
let's go to. Should we go to Tottenham or Aroca, boys? Or Twitter questions?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want, bro.
All right, let's
We can
quickly
briefly
go
talk
to
Tottenham.
Yeah, let's quickly go to Tottenham. That's what I was thinking too. All right,
I guess the main talking point is the
offside goal.
The incident.
So our 11 was Adan, Inácio Coates, Mateus Reis with Paulo Nunes Santos, Morita Ugarte in the midfield, Trincão, Edwards, Paulinho. A lot of kids coming in. Nazinho almost scored 2. Mateus Fernandes, Fatau, Arthur, St. Just. Chris
almost scored 2.
We could have been through but I can't blame the kid. At least he was in the right position. Personally.
Yeah.
I'll blame the kid on this one.
I will.
He's playing left wing back and he barely plays this sort of competition.
It was open net. There's no fucking excuse. Are you kidding me? It was an open net. You either an amateur player.
He's not him.
Or a professional player.
But that's the thing. That's the other thing. We even look at the academy players. Like we were talking about.
No one is him, to be honest.
But we talk about downgrades. What a fucking downgrade from Nuno Mendes to Nazinho. No offense to Nazinho. The kid might be somebody good. He's 18. What a fucking downgrade. How do you miss that open net? I'm with you. But at least he's in the right position, I'm saying. But for this.
Well, at least he's in the right position. That's his job.
That's like very.
Nah, he's a left back playing left wing back, bro. He's never been up that high in the pitch since he was a left winger back when he was like 8 years old.
Can you Google the dimensions of a goal?
Okay, no problem.
No.
I got you.
Stop kidding.
Couple meters.
I got you. No, I got you.
It's pretty big, bro.
I agree, but
if it's when Chris playing at the park because that's what the solteiros, I get it, But he's a professional player playing with a top team in a Champions League game, and that's how you make your name. Go forward for you to get a big contract and play in a bigger team. But nobody wants him. They said, "Damn, who the fuck wants this guy? He can't even score with an open net."
I hear you, bro. I hear you. He's young, bro. He's young. He barely plays. They threw him into a Champions League game against Tottenham in England. I get it. I get why he misses.
Bro, who else is who? Most players on our team probably miss it anyways, right?
Bro, Paulinho probably misses it, bro. I've seen Paulinho miss from 4 yards away. And then look at the grass.
No, but I'm not going to say I understand because I don't understand.
Edwards' goal is kind of a miracle goal to be anyways, if we're being honest.
True.
I don't know if he catches it. He doesn't catch it cleanly. I don't even know if he's trying to do that exactly. It worked out. It was a great run, a great individual effort, but I think one goal is fair. Yeah, XG 0.7. One goal seems fair that we got one, but yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but it's not. That's not the season that we're having. We're not doing stuff like that this season. Clearly, like going to England and winning a massive game.
Yeah, agreed.
So for goal that you miss like that, they should deduct a portion of your salary. That's how I feel.
My man's already probably on like the lowest wages.
I was gonna say he probably makes like 500 euros por mês, caralho. Foda-se.
He's on like
We'll owe Sporting.
Foda-se, Paulinho. Yeah, Paulinho would be starving by now. Puta que pariu.
I don't think they feel like how good they have it. They take care of them, their nutrition, how they should eat. breakfast, lunch, dinner. When you see, have you realized in the backstage how they train? It's very little intensity. It's like 2 hours and a half a day, and that's it. That's
Have you noticed they have not really been putting out backstages anymore? And these fucking what do they put the after the games? What are they called? I'm forgetting their names now. Whatever.
Inside.
The inside. Is it inside after the
No,
games?
inside is the training. Backstage is after the game.
Okay, the backstage. Sorry, so you're right. The backstages have been less and less in minutes. I'm shocked. I'm personally shocked. Comments aren't disabled yet, and they're still posting. They're still fucking posting.
They're posting
My
through
best-
it. They're posting
my
through it.
favorite thing at the end, and deservingly, by the way, because modalities deserve to shine as well. The even though they're few and far between, they're getting slowly chopped to death. But at least the ADNs are still going around. Has a soccer player showed up in this last
No.
month?
No, dude.
Are they going to show up? Nope.
No.
Any hope you would have of Amorim showing up to one of those are dead now. Dead. With this form, dead. But yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
This game. The only thing I wanted to say about this game is it shows the mentality, because okay, I agree it was offside, but we maybe deserved to lose after that second half.
We
The
did
first
deserve
half-
to lose.
The first half was good, but not really good
And
enough.
we deserve to lose against Frankfurt as well.
Agreed.
You know what? I agree. The first half was very consistent, and then the second half we just gave it to them.
Yeah, it's the same story. It's scoring like a fucking miracle goal and then being a pussy. It's the same exact story.
But when the top
thing
Sorry,
against
go.
Prada, and they end up tying 1-1. You know, it's a Portuguese team for some fucking reason. Our Portuguese they think
I can't say that.
that.
I can't say that because I think if it's against Atleti, Sporting lose compared to Porto. That's the only minor difference. I think I think a lot of it has to do with our mentality at the club, because am I frozen? I think I'm
So
frozen.
let me
No,
tell you.
you're good. You're actually
Okay,
good.
let me just quickly say this, because the responsabilidade era do Marselha. A responsabilidade é do Tottenham. It's never with Sporting. We can never have the responsibilidad because we're little old Sporting. And I think that's the main problem with Sporting for decades. It's not just now. It's for decades. It's little old Sporting against giant Tottenham, who haven't won a trophy since 2008, but they're from England. It's Marselha, who haven't won a Champions League game in fucking decades, but they're Marselha. I think it's Frankfurt who've won the Europa League last year. I think that's the main issue with us.
No, the main issue with Sporting is every time we were champion 2 years ago, correct?
Yeah,
somehow.
It seems like a dream. It was a bubble. That doesn't count, bro. The LeBron's ring doesn't count. Our trophy doesn't count.
It was Sporting, Porto, and now most likely it looks like it's going to be Benfica. If they play one. You know, so my thing is, if you look back at the team that won the championship, it's no longer the same team. It's been disseminated.
Agreed.
They were not good enough anymore by Amorim. Let's go get more players already made with more apparently more valued as far as in the market, and the name is they already made these players, and it fired back on us. So why didn't we keep the same team we had? And all we had to do was salary adjustments. That's all. Matheus Nunes, perfect example. He left at the last minute, and everyone's like, "Oh, it wasn't Varandas. It was that changed his mind at the last minute." But I'm pretty sure if Sporting said, "Hey, you stay with us, we'll increase your salary."
I agree.
To 500 more thousand. That would have been a great investment. Because look at Sporting now. Now we're shit. We are shit now.
And we weren't this shit with them. Against Braga, I know we still tied 3-3, but we weren't this shit with them.
No, not at all.
A huge gap in our midfield.
All I'm saying is, if you want to keep the...
They said we'll guarantee you go to the World Cup if you go to Wolves, probably, or something.
But Chris, if we kept the same team and all we had to do was tweak it, give them a better salary, we would
Which
have
we
been.
did. We did it. We increased
And-
it a couple times.
And
Yeah.
if I'm honest with Matheus Nunes, is he guaranteed to go to the World Cup right now?
No.
I know hindsight's
No.
50-50 now, but I look at guys like Vitinha, way ahead of him right now.
Fighters for relegation, you can be called for the national team. What are you fucking?
I think
There's gonna be
Matheus Nunes'
5 Wolves
only hope.
players in the fucking squad, bro. I
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
Valence has a
but
shot to go now because of the injury to what's his face
who has a chance to go?
winger. Who's the winger that just got out
Kids?
like
Jota.
a couple of weeks ago? Jota, yeah, Jota's out.
Oh,
So
Jota.
honestly, like it's gonna be Guedes, Valence, Mateus, João, and Neves. Maybe
Even with Matheus Nunes,
and
I'm
Sa.
thinking,
Sa's wrist is broken, dude. There could be 6 Wolves players.
yeah.
I gotta tell you, but
João Moutinho, yeah.
none of the players from the Wolves deserve to call to national team.
No, they don't deserve calls,
I
but
agree,
that's also
but
kind of not how the sell works.
And that's also half our team there, Steph, bro.
If Vince wants to be fair and square, and he uses the needle of how well you perform, and that's what he's been doing with the Philippot. And I'm not disagreeing with Ignacio. Ignacio Philippot do not deserve to be called.
No. But
No,
let
and
me
they won't be. And to be honest, they won't be.
on the Matheus Nunes point, if right now you look and you have to choose between Matheus Nunes and João Mario, who yes is playing at a lower league, let's say, because the English league is just the best in the world, who are you taking?
No,
I'm taking João Mario.
I'm not even. Oh yes, João Mario, of course.
I'm taking João Mario.
Oh yeah, me too.
They're
Him leaving Wolves.
They're both approved players, man.
Exactly, that's true too.
No, they're both
That's a good point that you brought.
approved
Let's not
players,
forget.
so it's up to the manager on that one.
Yeah,
Playing in
I think João Mario's definitely booked his ticket.
he's going.
To be honest,
He's going.
João He's only playing Benfica because we let it happen.
I won't say that.
Fabio
I
Vieira
won't
is
say
not
that.
going.
We made a bid to Inter. They rejected and they sold him for free.
Varanda basically said, "I'm not going to pay the money you want."
But yes, that's true too. Varandas is also he won't pay the money for João Mario, but he'll pay for Trincão.
Not only
You know what I mean?
and he paid for all the administrators and himself.
Já não começa aí, cara. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So someone that said when he was running for the elections, "Eu nunca vou aumentar o meu salário." You ready to say?
There's a lot of things that he said during that
He
time.
said
Whole
that he's done,
campaign
yeah.
of that I have not
Exactly.
really followed up on. Or if you look at his big little booklet that he came out with, yeah, I mean, that just is not what's going on.
I'm done with the Tottenham game too.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just quickly see something.
Okay, well, we could just move on to maybe the worst out of all of them, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's
let's do that.
Holy shit.
Espera. Aguenta.
Yeah, it's
Como
it
tá
somehow
naquela-
gets worse. It
How
somehow
wasn't that
gets worse.
Benfica game? Aguenta.
What up?
1-0 away against the Roca. What a disgrace. The 11 again. A crazy rotated 11. I thought it was so wild. Adaninet, Inácio Coates, Mateus Reis, Isgaio on the right, Nazinho on the left. Sugo at 6 because Sotiris, you Greek fuck, go eat your gyro somewhere else. Pot also beside him. Artur, Rochinha, Trincão. Who to start? Chris, go ahead, bro. Take it away.
Is
Legendary front three, right?
That was Boavista.
Manu, a Roca shouldn't even have this front three, if this team, let alone fucking Sporting.
Because the lineup
Let alone Boavista.
Two out of 3 of those players are like that level. All of them, maybe, to be honest. If it goes too
Nazinho
expensive,
deserves
it
to
is
be
that
on
level.
loan at Roca, like Eduardo Quaresma was last season. Anyways, Chris, go, take it away.
I mean, this one is more. This is probably one of our higher XGs in a while. 2.1 honestly feels low. We had a lot of chances.
Yeah, it's true.
And just
I think we had like 14, if I'm not mistaken.
14. Yes.
Yeah.
They put.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, not all of them were great, but many
Yeah.
of them were. Many
Good
of
enough.
them were.
Well, you know why they were not great, Chris? Because we don't have a fucking striker. We don't have anyone that can put the ball in the back of the net.
No.
Yeah.
Even
And we can see we had another goal from a set piece, which is a growing and developing and worsening trend under Amorim. So, like you said, Steph, I mean, they're not studying set plays in practice. What are they doing in practice, man? They're getting hurt. They're not studying opposition set plays. It's not good enough on a lot of levels, man.
tequila shots.
Give me that.
Might as well.
I'd be
well.
the fucking star of that show. Sorry, Steph. Only because you mentioned it, I went to go look up because we're not scoring goals. I went to go look up our boy Sporar. 8 appearances, 4 goals, 2 assists.
Hey,
Sporar been playing well, and
sorry, even including. Yeah, Panathinaikos, they're back. They're back on the map currently.
Yeah.
Sorry, even including Conference League qualifications, 10 appearances, 5 goals, 2 assists.
Look at what's the name from the player from Gil Vicente, Navarro.
2 of those goals recently for Sporar have been game winners recently, I believe, as well.
But look at Navarro. That's not good enough.
Let me look.
I think it's 8 goals and 4 or 5 assists.
And one of them came against us. It was like 3-1. Fair enough. One of them came against us.
He can put the ball away.
That's all that we need. At this point, that's all we fucking need.
Because
24 years old. Let me see here.
We scored the goals when we're supposed to. Our team will be full of confidence and winning every game. That's the problem with not scoring, and then they start shaking like teenagers.
So total is 15 games, 8 goals, 1 assist for Navarro. One of those appearances is 16 minutes in the Taça de Portugal. I think they got eliminated, if I'm not mistaken.
How many goals?
15 total. 15 appearances, 8 goals, 1 assist.
Okay.
2 goals in the Europa League qualifiers, 6 in the league, 1 assist in the league. 11 appearances in the league.
Potty has what, 5?
But Pot's playing mid. I can't even blame Pot, bro. Pot's playing so deep now. How do you expect them to play to score 27 or whatever it was from 2 years ago when he's playing as an 8?
Bro,
and he's not playing as a winger.
He scored like 23 goals from like 32 shots on target. That
unrealistic.
Looking forward, looking back, like, was that a miracle season? To be honest,
yeah,
like,
agreed. But
he's
it's
not
also
that player, bro.
Agreed. Yeah, it was
sad.
just that one season. I still think he's good.
I loved him, bro, but he just gets.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he has flashes still, but dude, in front of goal, it's just been poor all around. He has flashes in like other areas of his game, you know.
And I think we won't even be too much on Pot because he's had a lot of 1-on-1s this year where he hasn't scored it.
And it's also really
if
annoying,
it's 2 years
bro,
ago he scores it.
For example, like, I'm trying to think. It's just like, what was the Champions League? Oh, it was the Marseille game. Like, we get like 1 or 2 chances, and it's just like, it goes to Pot. It's like he could shoot. He tries to take like one more guy on and loses the ball. It's like so frustrating, man.
Yeah, that Marseille game is a big one because if he scores that chance, it's 2-0. Okay, Adan fucked us that game. Let's be real, but 2-0, it's a different game. 2-0, it's a different game. Adan might not even do what he does, right?
No doubt. I still remember last year when we looked at the bench and we said, "Wow, we have a decent team." This year we look at the bench, it's like, wow.
Bro, so there's half the time there's 2 fucking goalies, dude.
Yeah, but to be fair, last season it was like that too. André Paulo and Vinagre always.
That's just the telltale sign that you have no fucking options.
We stuck. But the only thing I look forward to is the futsal team. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. But I think you hit the nail on the head with our soccer team. I think that's the main issue is the depth Who to blame? Do we blame Amorim? Do we blame Hugo Viana and Fernandes?
No, he's got. I think like he's.
I think
got
it's
it
both.
locked in by
I think
now,
it's both.
dude. There's no
No,
buy-in. It's over, bro. The dream run, the unidos, vai todos, bro.
Vai
All that
todos,
shit
yeah.
is just no one buys into that shit anymore. It's over, dude.
No.
It's so good though.
Fired the club so much. Fernandes is not on one.
It was a great run, but it's so over now.
He said he would be back the club, and he's not doing that.
And my thing is, this is what we've been used to under Varandas for the most part. Until we got Amorim for that first year was tough. That half a season was tough. And then, the title run was nice. Last year was nice. Back to normal. Now it's back to normal.
Yeah.
That's my big issue.
When the Plantel so much like he did because he was greedy. You went after the money. And that's what gets me upset. Because he said if we qualified for the Champions League, he was not going to touch the team that much. He said, I might sell one player. And he sold 4 players, actually, 4.
Yeah.
If you count Tabata, Matheus Nunes, Palhinha, and we lost Sarabia, which that was big too. I have to bring, and then
Steve's on loan. That's huge.
Which I didn't get that.
Me neither.
And then Tomas, okay, nobody liked him, but the fucking guy hustled. He was good enough for 45 minutes and hustling wise.
Bro, here's my thing. I'll ask both of you. Tiago Tomás or Artur?
Tiago Tomás.
Tiago Tomás or Sarabia? And I'll be sure to ask Sam the next time we're on. Sarabia, no, Trincão, sorry. Tiago Tomás or Trincão?
Tiago Tomás.
Tiago Tomás or Rochinha?
Tiago Tomás.
That's my main point. That's all I gotta say because Tiago Tomás, at least he's versatile. He can play on the wing. He can play in the middle. Steph, I don't even want to ask you. Tiago Tomás or Paulinho?
Debatable.
Agreed. And we'll leave it at that because right now, and I gave Paulinho props on the first goal on Frankfurt because he hustled to win the ball back and we scored from Artur. Respect to Paulinho for that. But when it comes to everything else, it's tete, bro. Him going to Stuttgart, I don't get it when we could have been playing him. Esteves going to Estoril, I don't get it when he'd probably get more minutes here than he would at Estoril. That's the only other thing.
I'll tell you this much. I would have bought Navarro instead of Rochinha and Artur.
Me too.
Together. That was a better investment, Artur and Rochinha.
Agreed.
I'm not knocking down these 2 players. They're just not good enough for Sporting.
To me, it's either one or the other. You either buy Rochinha or you buy Artur. You don't buy both. They're not. They're both the utility players. They can do their job.
I would have bought Navarro from the get-go because he's a good player. He would have been a perfect fit for Sporting the way we play.
He scores goals. We need goals right now, and he scores them. That's all we need.
And his name was brought up again. They might buy him. No.
Maybe in January. We'll see. We didn't buy him. We didn't buy him in the summer. Now in January, he's going to be twice the price.
Yeah, they're going to buy like 25% of this pass.
It's worked in the past for this.
Ainda vão pagar 8 milhões na mesma. They pay 8 million for 25%. Listen, this administration's got to go. Varanda and this administration, they got to go. They're destroying our club. Destroying.
I agree. I mean, like I said, this is back to normal now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're more. This is what we're used to under him.
The only reason why our youth clinched the round of the quarterfinal
round of 16, the Champions League.
It's because in that competition we always play with the best players, as it should be. But if you look at the international domestic competitions of under 19, 17, they've been with the new model they fucking created, which is they've been bouncing them back and forth to the B team, U23, U19, U17. Now the juveniles, the under 17, they lost at home 5-3 against Studil. the under 19, which is a totally different team from the youth league, they went to Maritim. They tied 1-1. This new model they have adopted, it brings no motivation, no winning culture to our club, because they want to develop this player so fast, but they're missing the point that you have to have a winning culture, and they destroying that. I've never seen so many players going up and down the three levels of the youth we have. Under 23, they suck. They lose every game. The under 19, they've been 9 games. We lost against Benfica 3-0. When I looked at the team playing, I'm like, who the fuck are these players? And they're all like this from the U17. And then the U17 will play with U15 players.
Yeah, it's like every level is like one up from what it could be or should be, you know.
So the championship doesn't matter anymore.
And let's be honest, the youth players that are in the fucking first team are kind of not all fully prepared either, you know, to be honest.
Oh.
Everyone is just forced up a level, you know, which in some cases is good and in some cases is bad.
Yeah. Like the B team has been playing okay. But let's be real. They're playing what? The third division or Campeonato?
Third division, Liga 3. Oh, Liga 3. Okay.
Liga 3. So they play in the Liga 3 and not the Liga 2.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, the B team in Liga 3 honestly has been decent this year, at least compared to last season. It's been much better. They've gotten some results.
I prefer them playing in Liga 3 than in the Liga Revelations or whatever it's called, you know?
For sure. But yeah, the U23, it's just that Liga is not it.
More competitive. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to throw that in the mix because I don't think the new model functions the way Varandas is saying it would do wonders. It's actually destroying players' confidence and the teams too, because we used to have a shit hot under 19, 17, and 15. Since now they're being forced to go up the next level, we're destroying the chemistry of those teams.
But Steph, os colchões, caralho.
Isso é o mais importante.
Os colchões, bro. We changed the colchões. That's all that matters. Anything else to add on the Aroca game before I fuck it up and say escalões again or what?
we lost Friends Square, and Aroca didn't play shit. But they got that one goal, and like Chris said, or you said, we had 14 chances, but we don't have no one to. We should send Chris Oliveira. Maybe he could score.
Honestly, my finishing has been poor recently.
I was gonna say, how are you doing in the 5th division of USA right now, or what division do you guys play in?
We're playing in 4, but dude, we're in 1st and 4, so I mean, we could be in 3 soon, dude.
Buddy, what am I, bro? You're saying the 4th division in USA isn't the same as fucking 3rd in Portugal?
Jardel would score more goals still.
So that's 50 years old.
Bro, right now, put Paul Futet out there, dude. He just quit smoking, man. He's getting back in shape.
Can be trusted, bro.
Yeah, after that Figu documentary. Okay, let's go to Twitter questions. Starting off with Lauren. We have one more after this. Lauren asks, has Ruben Amorim learned anything / developed as a manager at all in terms of European football since his last UCL campaign? And by the way, go read Lauren's a blog post at Canton's Chip blog. Chris, I'll give this one to you, dude.
No, he's learned nothing, but to be honest, with each passing year, his options get worse that he has to work with.
Yeah.
So you can't even fully blame him, but yeah, he obviously has learned nothing. I mean, he's got a couple drubbings to his name.
At least this year. Spankings. You know what's crazy? This year
man's got like
worse.
6 spankings to his name.
This year we're worse and we haven't gotten a spanking yet. We're worse than we were last year, and last year we got slapped 5-1 against Ajax. What was it against City? 5-0?
Yeah.
Anyways, next question comes
in
from
5-1 and 4-1 to Ajax, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Or 4-2. Nonetheless,
4-1 to Lask.
Conceded. Yeah, 4-1 to Lask.
1-0 is for Zane.
Whatever horrors await us in the next game of the Europa League.
Next question Cousin from Paul Pont. Which is worse, dealing with this shit after a few years of shit, or dealing with it after only 2 years after winning the league? I'll ask both of you, but Steph, I'll start with that one off with you.
It's a great question. I don't get why Sporting is. We were champions, and then instead of maintaining the same team and just reinforce a little bit and keep the consistency, we all of a sudden say, "I know you're world champions, but you're not good anymore, good enough anymore. So we're gonna ship you away, loan you, and we don't care about you, Quaresma, Tete, uh, and the many players we sold for peanuts." I just don't get that. They always go. It's always that route. Like we became champions, and technically, most teams in the NBA, NFL, LNB, they try to keep that team together because the chemistry worked. So keep it together, goddammit. They want to change it to get a stronger team.
Or, Steph, let me
That's
pitch you this. The only reason it worked in that year is because we were such efficient goal scorers, and it shouldn't have worked. And the last 2 years have been reverting to the norm based on that unrealistic one season that kind of was a miracle in the end.
I was gonna say, how much of it has to do with us having a close stadium and the players not being mentally prepared to
I
deal
think
with the
that
crowd?
has less to do with it more so than, bro, we were still incredibly efficient. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
that's like never before seen efficiency versus shots on target.
But to me, it was
Nunu Men's we had two incredible wing backs for this formation, which worked well. Pro stayed relatively healthy. He's most healthy out of all the seasons.
I don't know if you
think we just had a lot going for us that season.
The year we became champions, a lot of players were being rejected from other clubs, and we kind of took them under our wing, and they were fully motivated. We gave them all the tools they needed. And
Palinha was a monster. He overturned that suspension and just kept fucking playing, bro. I think everything just went right, dude. I literally think everything just went right, man.
And
but I'm glad it did. I'm glad we got to taste it. But
compare this team to the team that was champion. It's not the same team. Not even 50% of it. It's completely.
There's too many players that are similar for it to be as bad as it is.
So yeah, we in bad shape, guys. And this year, I hate to say it, but our old-time rival is going to win it all.
Yeah, they're going to coast home, man.
Bro, but I'm not even surprised. I've been calling this since fucking August. Since seeing their 100 million euros investments.
They don't even need bullshit calls anymore, bro. They're going to be double-digit points clear after it's all said.
But let's not forget they've still gotten some bullshit calls. It shouldn't be.
They still have.
It shouldn't be this far apart. But
no, they've gotten big help. At
least. Let's not forget.
We can win against Roca, and we would have been closer to them. It's not their fault that we suck.
I agree. I'm just saying. I'm not even saying from us. Well, from us, I guess it wouldn't be 12. It'd be maybe 9. But
I didn't get to see Porto's game against Santa Clara, but looking at the stats, it seemed pretty pathetic. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm saying the handball that hit the back. It shouldn't be that far. Is what
that got the momentum rolling. To be fair, but
that was reminiscent. That was probably reminding them of the good old days
when we was winning against Braga away 1-0, and then they tied 2-1, and then they tied, and then 3-1, and then they tied. That was the momentum.
I agree.
We gave them 2 points after winning 3 times.
But Nunes did score one of the craziest goals of all time in that game. The bouncing shot from outside the 18.
I knew it right away. My father did, the following day. O Sporting vai lá nenhum. How can you be winning 3 times in one game and still manage to lose 2 points? That's unbelievable. And everyone was just making up excuses. Isto é uma equipa boa, o Amorim vai levar-nos a ser campeões outra vez. Campeões de matraquilha.
Yeah. Anyways, let me last 2 questions for you guys. One, Amorim, in or out?
There's no point in firing him before the season's lost, right? There's no point in firing before the end of the season, having to pay him like $10 million or something. Money that, just add that to the fucking tally of money. He'll be suing us in 2 years because we haven't paid him, right? Like, there's no point, bro. Maybe he'll just fucking quit, right?
I agree.
He wants to fucking quit. That's fine, but don't fire him.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. There's no point now. Just keep it. He's got to be the one that his name tagged on it. If we finish 7th, I think that personally, I think we'll finish 4th, and that will be. And I'm being optimistic. If we don't finish 6th,
I think 4th is very realistic because I don't think we're better than Porto or Braga. So 4th, it seems like 4th is natural. But will one of the other upstart like Vitória or Casapia or one of those actually end up ahead of us? Remains to be seen.
I don't think.
So
but I used to tell the truth.
We'll see. We'll see this weekend, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna get spanked this weekend. This weekend, are we doing predictions or no? Not yet.
That's the next one.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah.
Next one is I agree with you guys. I think he stays the end of the season. In my opinion, I don't think we should get rid of him. Here's the table. Benfica, of course, in first, 31 points. Braga second, 25. Porto third. Unfortunately, we don't have Dave here in the comments. I haven't seen him yet, at least. Guimarães fourth with 20. Casapia fifth with another 20. Sporting 19 points. We're lucky Boa Vista lost like 2 weeks ago or whatever it was, or else they would surpass us. We're playing 4th place. We're playing Guimarães away. We're at Guimarães. That's a big thing. Let me quickly tell you guys.
There's 3 clubs now that are within 1 game of us, though, behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And what? Boa Vista has a head-to-head tiebreaker, and so does Aruca.
And I don't want to make much of this, but we have a late game on Saturday. That's a lot of pressure.
When does the clocks go back in the States, Steph? Do you know?
I think it's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
So this game is still at 4:30 Eastern time.
Exactly.
Okay, great, because I'm going to the Bills game at 1, so I'll get home at like maybe I'll watch the first couple part of it.
Wait, no, it's Saturday. It's not Sunday.
Oh, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. Doing better.
Oh, we're good then. Yeah, we're
I'm not
good
going to watch it because I think I bring bed bugs.
So sorry, I was saying it was Guimarães away. It's actually Guimarães at home. So it's in Lisbon. It's in Alvalade. Not that it matters much. We still lost the Chaves. It doesn't matter much.
18K.
Yeah, maybe if that. Guimarães last 3 games, or I'll go 4 because it goes to the Liga. At home, 3-2 win against Famalicão, but if I'm not mistaken, they were winning 3-0.
Kind of a miracle win. Yeah.
Guimarães 3-2 at home against Boa Vista. They were down 2-1, still won. Okay, a red card, whatever. Guimarães 3-1 away to Canelas. It's Canelas. 1-0 away to Passos. Okay, it's Passos. Just before that, 0-0 at home against Benfica. 4th place, 20 points, 1 point away from us.
That's a good run of form.
Great run of form. For Guimarães, great run of form. Steph, take it away. What do you think?
Guimarães is up and coming. They had their speed bumps, but they got it together. Good coaching, good solid players. They thirsty. They want more. They fight for every play, and everything I've said, we don't have it. Our players, they're prima donnas. They get paid well, but they don't have what it takes to fight against such a good team as Guimarães, as far as never giving up in any play. We're gonna lose against Guimarães, and I'm gonna say 3-0 against us.
Oh, dude, there might be a riot, man, from the 12,000 people that are there if that happens.
And I can win.
What this?
I think we lose like.
I don't think Amorim leaves the stadium alive, bro. If that happens.
Against Benfica, when we play against them, it's like maybe 6 or 7-0.
I don't want to even think about Benfica.
Yeah, we're gonna be killed against.
Luckily,
them.
That's only after the World Cup.
I know. Maybe
all their players will get sold.
Will get injured.
Yeah. Maybe we will have a Nottingham Forest. Maybe Bolasie and Hesse will come back.
I would not. If I was a coach, I didn't show up to start to lose like this. We only lose 3-0.
I agree. If at halftime it's like 2-0, just quit.
It shows you how much confidence I have about this team. Just the lineup you said a little while ago, I was like, wow, that's such a bad team. Yeah. It brings me back when we had players like Bingoli.
Bro, I don't even want to compare. I mean, João Mario already beat Matheus Nunes when he was here at Sporting. João Mario walks into this midfield. Enzo Fernandes, is he better than Ugarte? Let's be real, boys. He's way better.
Way better.
Way better. Don't get me started on the wingers. Rafa, I wouldn't even say Rafa and fucking Artur to make it easy. I'll say Rafa and Trincão. Who are you taking?
Rafa he did something I was not expecting. He renounced the.
Bro, Rafa would have minutes in Portugal right now. I think Rafa's in great form. Sportingista, by the way.
But I don't blame him. I mean, Fernandes never played him.
I don't blame him either.
I mean, he wants to play Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong. I love my Cristiano Ronaldo. I do. But you're not playing for your team. How can you play for the national team? That bothers me a little.
He's struggling to score against Sheriff. Luckily, he got a goal in. It was lucky.
Yeah, he rammed that shit in.
For this,
He
hit the goalkeeper and then he had to tap it in again, bro. For this. Chris, what about you, bro? Guimarães at home. What do you think?
A 1-1 draw that we're fortunate to escape with.
That's pretty good.
Miguel here.
I'll take that now today.
Boys, I'll be the optimist. Go.
Keep him within 1 point to draw him.
I'll be the optimistic one. I think we'll win. I think we'll get back to winning ways.
All right.
What do I say? 2-1. 2-1 win.
Rushing a revenge game.
Rushing a revenge game? Yeah, maybe. You know what? I like that. 2-1 win.
Who scored the goals?
We'll win 2-0. We'll be up 2-0. Guimarães will get a 2-1 in the 81st minute. Somehow, some way, we'll win it. I'll say.
If that happens, we tie that game, bro. We tie that 2-2.
I know.
Too much time.
81st? Yeah, 81st is pretty early. 89. Sorry, my bad.
Definitely. I danced against the Strikers and he goes in. I don't know.
I'll say Marcus Edwards 1-0. Roshinha comes off the bench to score the dagger 2-0. The ex-Guimarães boys. and
that'd be a really disappointing result if you're a Guimarães fan.
We take. Let me see who they're playing actually. But we take 5th place because Casapia plays who again? Who does Casapia play? Casapia plays on Sunday. Ooh, Casapia goes away to Braga.
That's a good.
Okay.
We can get 4th, boys. We can still get 4th. The Europa League is still calling because let's be real, we're not getting fucking Champions League in any of the top leagues.
We're not gonna get it from the Tasa either.
Exactly.
You know what? But it gives me a little bit of hope knowing that if we finish 4th or 5th, it's not really bad. You know why? Because we're going to a competition that will have a chance to maybe win the Conference League.
Somehow our team could even be worse than it is this year if what's the scrap heap of what it is sold off.
Yeah, let's be real. Imagine who we sell next year, Steph.
That's
for this administration.
Maybe next year UEFA comes up with a 4th competition. And then we'll the
Kickadings League.
And for our podcast, Kickadings.
I like that one. All right, guys, that was our podcast. I think that's a perfect place to end it. The Kickadingush. Give us a nice follow, Sporting160_EN on Twitter.
We would still finish 3rd in our Liga Kickadingush league, our group.
Probably, bro. Losing to Las Glinsk and let me think of another Kickadingu team. And Sheriff, yeah. Bro, Sheriff would slap us.
Down.
Give me a follow here, Daniel Salding underscore.
Don't need to follow me.
Give Steph, give Sam, give Chris a follow. Give everybody a follow, boys. All right.
AL Limassol, the team that sacked Silas, bro, would obliterate us.
Bro, AEK Athens. They're on fire. They would slap us.
Probably Tel Aviv, they lost against SLB, would win against us.
How did that finish? Last I seen it was like 3-1.
6-1.
6-1.
Beautiful.
I know. Imagine play Benfica now.
Are they first?
They won the group because they won 6-1. It got them goal difference above the PSG.
So Porto won their group too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Porto won the group. Sporting was this close. and then fucked off to Europa.
They were
luckily.
just this close from winning.
Hey, we were first at one point. I'll take that, bro.
At one point, we like those kind of.
For like 30 minutes,
point,
we were first.
If the game ended in the halftime, first place, baby. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but you know what? We won the Supertassing in ping pong.
We did.
I'm not kidding. I mean it.
Let's go. So all that matters.
And basketball won their FIBA Cup game today.
True.
So basketball has a shot to
before I
win.
end it, any other modalities? Because you guys know me, I don't follow modalities.
We lost in handball and against a Spanish team by 3 goals.
Mm-hmm. We're 1-1 in handball, and then we're 2-2 in basketball. For Europe.
In Europe.
And then we won in futsal, of course.
We went 3-0 in the group stage, so we advanced to the next round. There's like a second group stage, and then after that, it's the final four.
It's 4 teams, so 4 teams, and the first ones they'll go to the quarterfinals, which will be sometime in April, and it's big the country. So that's the
and it'll be in like Serbia. It's always in Eastern Europe. I feel like Latvia, some pavilion in like.
I think we'll have a chance to
Slovenia.
get the bid this time.
We always host like our group stage, but the fucking Final Four is always in such an obscure location.
We might have a chance this time. If Sporting and Benfica they move on, I think they'll give it to us.
Fair enough.
But besides that, the ladies' modalities they all suck. Except
women lost to Braga. The senior women lost to Braga.
They lost Braga, but that's
89th minute.
I blame the coach on that. Mariana. She has to know when to pump the brakes. She wanted to win the game so much. She moved the whole team into attack, and then in counter, they scored twice in counter attack, and she had to know like 10 minutes before the end of the game to say, I'm content with the 1-1. Let's leave it alone. But she was way too aggressive, and they
playing like the Marseille manager, bro.
Yeah, exactly the same way. The late modalities they all suck, exception for volleyball. They won at Pavilion de Luz 3-1.
Somehow, I don't know how they did that.
They get
are the ladies for Benfica not as good as the men?
No, not even close. The best ones it's Leitões and FM, AGFM, Football Club Porto. They're pretty good too. That's the top 2. But in hockey, we suck, ladies. Futsal, we suck. In track and field, we lost 3 of our main
Olympians.
Yeah, we gave them to Braga basically because we couldn't raise the salary. And I don't know.
But the cotas are going up, stuff.
Huh?
As cotas, they're going up.
I didn't pay mine yet, and I don't know if I would.
I'm with you too, but I've paid all the way up to January too, so I hope they don't fuck me over in these last few months. But I think it only starts next year. But
that's grandfather, and they won't. The thing is, I'm due to pay September because I usually pay 12 months in advance.
Yeah,
but I will now because we can vote. We never, the e-voting never came to fruition.
No, they don't give a fuck about us, bro.
Yeah.
It's like we don't even exist.
I only use it for the discounts at La Verde every now and again,
If you live in Braga and you don't have a car, they don't give a fuck about you, let alone if you live in the fucking United States.
Yeah. Exactly.
They call it getting to Comus Maiores de Europa. What the get the fuck? You don't give a fuck about us, Portuguese.
They're not even and people. They don't even have 50,000 people in Lisbon that give a fuck about them each week. Apparently,
exactly.
The e-voting in the 21st century should have been implemented
a decade ago.
When the Portuguese people, Sportinguese, they come up with the poor excuses, they can easily hack it. And I remind them, how do you do your banking, by the way? I do it online, so what the fuck? It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, someone's gonna hack that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Repeat is locked up, man. You're safe. Then.
Yeah. Even if they hack it, it's gonna be okay. Look at the Rui Pinto. But he got away with it. Portugal got away with it. It doesn't matter.
He didn't really get away with it.
Yeah,
Buddy-
he's in some embassy right now, bro.
He's
Some
still
Russian
sitting
embassy.
in no, he's sitting in a fucking prison cell, and he's been sitting in a fucking prison cell for like a year now.
He found
He has like so many ongoing different processes right now.
the judicial system in Portugal is so corrupted that they focus more on how he hacked into those systems than what he found in the system. They're not interested in what he found. It's like you violated, you broke the law because you hacked into service you shouldn't have hacked into. They have no interest in finding out the corruption at Benfica, Porto, or let's include Sporting as well, of course. If the corruption exists in our club, then it has to come out. But they're not interested in that. They don't want to know the truth about that. They just, he did it illegally. What the fuck? But look at what he found. They don't give a shit. It's unbelievable what's going on in Portugal. I'll never move to Portugal. Never.
To be fair, I think that's every whistleblower across the world.
Yeah.
I mean, Snowden's the same thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about what you
obviously
find.
at a different
They
level.
they get madder at you than whatever you find, even if it's that.
Different
Yes.
soccer clubs in a powerful country.
I agree.
True.
I agree. I 1,000,000% agree. But nonetheless, they don't.
Epitorado, you don't think it existed too?
No, it definitely existed.
Bro, there's more than enough proof for that shit. You don't think Luis Felipe Vieira was fucking paying off refs? There's more than enough fucking proof for that.
Yeah.
Because, I'm punished. Anyway, good night, guys, because I still got to go home. I stay behind so I can do
Dinner time for me, a little late night dinner.
Bro, I've just Uber Eats some Thai food, so I'm waiting for that just
Nice.
to come in, bro.
Nice.
I haven't ate shit since like lunch. Anyways, guys.
Amalia Rodriguez on the way home.
Sorry, say that again?
I'm going to listen to Amalia Rodriguez on the way home.
Enjoy, man.
Don't know who that is, but yeah.
Yeah,
enjoy,
you do.
Yeah, of course.
Amalia Rodriguez?
She's a fadista.
Yeah.
Amalia. I don't listen to Fadu like that.
You don't know she's
I mean, I don't listen to it either, but I still know who she is.
If you don't know who she is, oh my God.
She's like very famous.
Oh my God.
Should we share
She's
the
like
video?
she's in the top 3 goats, I feel like.
Really?
She's next to Eusebio, yeah.
Am I getting my Portuguese card revoked?
You might be. You might want to just end the stream before too many people see this.
Your name is no longer Daniel.
It's not Daniel. It's not Daniel Saldanha.
No, Daniel can stay, but Saldanha.
Daniel, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's not Daniel Saldanha. Daniel Moraes Saldanha. It's Daniel. That's it.
Now,
No
your
last
name
name.
Dan Smith now.
Dan Smith. All right, boys. See you later. Arrivederci.
Later,